Well then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, and welcome back to a very, very, very British day. This is how the UK looks 70% of the year. All these times you see me go out and it's sunshine and rainbows. No, this is how the UK looks. Anyway, regardless of that, weather in the UK, as I've just mentioned, has been atrocious lately. And something very special happened the other day. A little milestone on the channel. I say a little one, quite a big one. Went in for my full category A licence on a Kawasaki Z650 and passed. So now the restrictor is currently off the MT-07, and today is the first channel ride out. If you have a look down here, no restrictor anymore. Today is the first channel ride out, unrestricted, on the MT-07, and unfortunately the weather is poor, but we've got the appropriate gear, appropriate tyres, and to be honest I think we're going to still have a good little day. So we're going to head up to a place called Gisborne, I think it's called. I just saw a cafe up in the Forest of Bowland, it wasn't too far away, just an hour. So we'll head up there, have some dinner, go on some roads I've never used before. Currently using Kalimoto to take me on the curviest route there. And away we go, boys and girls. Let's have a fantastic day, well as we can do. You sit home in your nice warm cosy living rooms or wherever you may be, while I venture out and tackle a UK spring. Yeah. So why am I out then? It's raining. What are you doing, Jake? Why are you out on the motorbike? So I passed the test. Today is Thursday and I passed my test last Saturday, and every day since then it has been poor weather. I'm talking thunderstorms and hail, then sunshine the next minute, so I never know if I can get out properly on the bike. So instead of planning a full day and having all these videos planned, I thought, you know what, today, suck it up, Jake, you've got the Goretex, just get out there on the bike, showcase the milestone, as well as it may be. But yeah, on the topic of gear and appropriate attire, the other night I was coming home from work and I was caught out in a thunderstorm, absolutely just obliterating, just thunder, hail, anything thrown at me. And it was about 11:30 at night. I'd come back from the gym, and I have absolutely higher praises for this RUKKA Goretex and the tyres that are on this bike. This bike has no traction control whatsoever. It is me and the throttle. That is as much as it is. There's no electronics on it whatsoever, and I even have a throttle cable. So you could say 1-to-1 if you want, but these tyres looked after me in the hail, no aquaplaning or anything. The Goretex was unbelievable as well. No water seepage at all. I managed to zip them up around the back, so I had nothing flying up the back. Only downside is, because I've used these on the daily, is I haven't treated them in over a year with the proper Goretex stuff, so they still are waterproof, but instead of water beading, they catch water and hold it, so you do feel a bit heavy, a bit damp, but you are actually dry underneath. So for someone that really is passionate about biking and getting out in all sorts of weather, I highly suggest you save up and get yourself some Goretex. It doesn't have to be RUKKA. You know, I think Alpine Star, Dainese, Revit, RST, they all do their own Goretex membrane suits, so have a little look into them, and definitely a worthwhile investment if you are one to get out on the motorbikes, especially in the UK. But I tell you what, it does feel nice to be back out on the bike. On the topic of tyres doing the job, now I've got the GoPro mount on the swing arm. I'm going to throw the little GoPro session on the swing arm when we go into a country lane, and I'm really going to show you what modern tyres can do on a wet road. People still have doubts about grip levels and all sorts of stuff like that, but believe me, if you ride with an open mind and have that confidence and just ride normally, not silly, just ride normally, but most tyres will do a fantastic job of keeping your rubber side down. So when we get up onto the moor up here, I'm going to whack this GoPro on the rear while we're motovlogging, and use my second camera as a tyre camera. Right, I'm going to switch these cameras off, get up onto the moor, and let's showcase what a modern tyre can do on a lovely wet UK road. let's see what this rear camera can capture. If you guys are seeing it, then it's definitely worthwhile footage. If not, then let's carry on with the video. So I'm at a place now called Scartop, I think. Scartop Road? Scartop Reservoir, I'm not sure. It's only a couple minutes away from my house, this. But every time I come down, I always seem to forget it's here. This wave coming over into the Forest of Bowland, West Coast kind of way. I always seem to go through Skipton and the way you usually see over here on the videos. So let's see how well this tyre can handle some acceleration on this straight in the wet. On the brakes, super impressive. Up here, they're not fast roads, they are 60 roads, but they're usually absolutely covered in water, drenched. This is why I put the camera on down there now, because we're going to get stuck behind a tractor as well. If we can get past that, then we can really showcase what these are all about. So yeah, while we're letting these tyres do their work, have a little chat about the why you came on the video, the Mod 2, the unrestricted, all that sort of license inside of it. So well, that's not terrifying. I had my first Mod 2 from a full A licence over in Huddersfield a couple of weeks ago. Well, actually a couple of months back now, say September last year. So time really does fly. And I posted that on Instagram, telling all the family all the things that could come good for it. Put a lot of pressure on myself when it come down to the day. You know, I know I can ride my bike, and I know I can ride a bike, clearly. But yeah, failed that. Got a little bit flustered on a junction and kind of cocked up on a roundabout a little bit. No training whatsoever because of COVID. It was just, you know, drive there, get on their bike, do the test. So I didn't have any time to, you know, tidy my riding up with an instructor. So this time I went to a different place, same bike. And this time I got the instructor to have a couple hours in the morning with me, you know, to tidy my riding up, my observations, little stuff you do forget about on day-to-day rides, which have really helped me. Passed with two minors, two rider faults. One of them was for touching a mini roundabout, go around a corner. Reason I got a rider fault for that is it was wet, so it's a potential hazard, slippery hazard. And then the other one was not overtaking on a dual carriageway. The left-hand lane wasn't going fast enough and I didn't overtake. Again, obstructing the flow of traffic, kind of that side of stuff. But I was going up to a junction with some traffic lights anyway, and I just didn't fancy overtaking. I thought I'll stick in this lane. I'm only going to get a rider fault for it. So yeah, passed with two rider faults, wasn't too bad. Super impressed with it. And now, yeah, the next step of JBL Motovlogs is now underway. I've got a test ride booked on a bike next week at Ducati. Next weekend we've got Thundersport down at Cadwell Park. Should be have a vlog coming there. Going down there, getting in the paddock, having some racing, talking to a couple of racers, because we do know a chap who races the Thundersport 600 Elite as well. So getting in there and having a look around. And then as well, I've got a mini tour booked next weekend with the girlfriend on the bike up in the Kielder Forest. I was going to do Wales, but I thought, you know what, get up in the Kielder Forest, somewhere we haven't explored, show my girlfriend all up that way and all the stuff she misses when I'm out on the bike and she sees on the YouTube. So go show her for herself. But I mean, these tyres, look at the road here. We are talking super wet, but I have optimal grip. immense. Second gear pull, no traction control, and we've got no traction issues whatsoever. Let's see how much actual traction we have. There you go. If that's not any sort of example to you on the grip levels we have currently with these tyres, then I don't know what you're pulling over for, man. Down the gearbox, these roads are just so perfect for the MT-07. So the road we're on now, I don't think it says it on there, I think it's a Scartop road this, but just over the hill from Oxford Hope. So we're back home, safe and sound, and it's safe to say it is disgusting out there. A truly British day, as I mentioned. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Just another one of them days, you know, everyone's been like, oh Jake, why can't you go out on the bike by you? It's lovely by me. This is by me, so I thought I'd get out there, and yeah, we're going to go up to, might head up that way another time, especially coming up after the next couple of weeks or so for a day out video. Try head up into the Forest of Bowland. All up into that way would be fantastic, but as I mentioned, I've got the tour next week, and then I've got something else planned, and then this Saturday as well I'm doing a ride out with the Wolfpack guys around the Peak District. Hopefully the weather doesn't look quite like this, hopefully it looks a little bit better and a little bit brighter, but yeah, the Goretex held up today, although it was just super heavy on there. It's currently just got it all drying out, but something about Goretex is it dries out so fast. So from the time I was sat in KFC having my dinner, it had dried out. You know, I put my jacket down and my pants were dry, so it was nice and dry. Shame I didn't bring the gloves in with me. I left them on my bike inside, you know, the engine bay to keep warm, and it hammered down some more, so the inside of them got wet. Just another day riding the bike out in the elements, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you are new to the channel, go have a look around at some other videos, see if you find some that are a little bit more cheerful weather-wise. But apart from that one, boys and girls, I would like to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Ride safe, stay safe. This has been JBL Motovlogging, and I'm out. Peace.